Man, my dad played Frank Sinatra a lot when I was young, especially the New York song. He plays that song like crazy.
I agree with
Oh,
you. I agree with you, Laura. Laura says, why do they get exempt? Because there are better teams? Make an effort to get into the playoffs or be forced to take some part in some crappy documentary. I agree.
it's just a case of Roger Goodell overthinking. That
Roger Goodell's
so
got to stop doing what he's doing and just
he just
let it happen. I mean, he's sticking his nose in an awful lot of crap.
I mean, speaking of crap,
Good
Falcons,
segue.
Jaguars, and another team have been named to play in London come next season.
From what I understand, they're going to have 3 games in London next year.
When is Roger Goodell going to realize that London don't give a damn about American football?
Is that
When is it?
crazy? 3 games in London.
I mean, Goodell must really want a team, an NFL team in London.
I
If
don't know
I have,
how that's going to work, man.
yeah, that's a lot of traveling. That's a lot of passports. I mean, come on, we are NFL is internationally known, but let's just face it, London, they can act like they really care about a winless teams between Pittsburgh and Minnesota.
It's not going to work. I'm telling you, man. It's not going to work. Because every
What's
team that
next? They're gonna be playing in China.
right, every team that flies to London has to have their bye week the next week.
Wow, it's just, and that just kills the preparation for these teams. It's like they gotta leave a day, they gotta leave like a day or two early.
Uh-huh.
That just mess up their preparation
Sure
because they
does.
gotta, they only get probably 2 days
You know what?
to
If they were smart,
practice.
teams that would play on Sunday night and then they got to play the next Sunday in London, instead of flying back home after the game Sunday, they fly right to London.
If you're gonna continue this tradition, at least have some actual good teams,
Yeah.
not just winless teams like Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Even though you got Ben Roethlisberger, you got Adrian Peterson, but my thing is, London, they got their own football going on out there called soccer. I really think they give a damn about American football. I personally, it's just again, Roger Goodell just too
Ridiculous,
much.
man. Yeah. Hey, Roger Goodell, your business is a $9 billion business industry. Okay? Knock it
You want
off, man.
he wants to take money for London too. He want that London
Unbelievable.
money, obviously.
Hey,
He,
Detroit's winning 5-4 in the top
wow.
of the 8th now. How about that? Keeping you guys apprised of the going-ons in the Detroit-Oakland game. Detroit's in
Uh,
a must-win. They got to win this game to keep it going. So, 5-4 Detroit in the top of the 8th. We're looking pretty good. I like to see Detroit win. I'm a Detroit fan.
I'm hoping Detroit wins too. But
Oh,
me.
Andrew's going to do a song on stage during the prom.
So
Andrew, I got the perfect song for you, dude.
it's got to be 50s,
It's
man.
going to be. It's a Frank Sinatra song. Do it my way.
Okay.
Sing my way.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good one.
Sing my way,
Good
Andrew.
choice. Good choice.
That's the perfect song. You could probably find it on a karaoke. Sing my way, Andrew. That's it. And you do it your way anyway, so that's perfect for you. You should sing
Someone
my way. Frank Sinatra, baby. Go for it.
that's a good
It
choice,
was written by
man.
Paul Anka, though. You know that, right?
I did not. Oh,
Hey,
no.
hey, I'm an old guy. I know everything.
Obviously, you're stronger than everybody in the chat room.
Thanks, dude.
Um, I mean, yeah, that's a good choice. Frank Sinatra, go for it, Andrew. Just make sure if you're gonna do it right, man. You gotta have that. You gotta have that New York feel to it, man.
Falcons are in trouble. They're losing players left and right. Giants stink. They're losing players left and right. Jets beat the Falcons, which I never expected to happen. New Orleans is playing unbelievable football. You must be enjoying the living crap out of that, my friend.
Damn right I am.
A little upset that Dusty Baker got fired from Cincinnati, I'm sure.
Well,
But what are you going to do about
he's. I like Dusty Baker, but with a talent like that, he does tend to achieve with teams. He
He
did it with
does,
San
man. Yeah,
Francisco,
I know.
and now he's done it with Cincinnati. It's like
You think he'll go back and be the manager of the Cubs since they just fired their manager too?
I doubt it.
Why? I don't think. I don't. Why not?
I
Different
think the
GM.
Cubs are going to be aiming at Girardi of New York. They're
Yeah,
going to
I
be
know.
aiming at him. I don't think Girardi wants to do any more New York drama, so maybe he'll want out. Maybe he'll go into a safe situation. Not much high
It
expectations
must be
out there in
cold. It
Chicago.
must be cold in Detroit. If the pitching coach is coming out wearing a jacket.
It's Oakland. I mean,
No,
come on.
it's Detroit. They're playing
Oh,
in.
is that Detroit?
They're
Well,
playing in
okay.
Detroit. Yeah, yeah. Even Jim Leland is wearing the Detroit jacket, zippered all the way up to his neck. So it must be cold in Detroit, my friends.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey, that's that Midwest weather.
The A's have the bases loaded, no outs.
Damn.
Top of the 8th. I'm telling you, this is a hell of a game.
Man, I would hate to be the pitcher in that situation.
It must be cold. See, that's the problem with freaking baseball in October and November. It's cold in Detroit.
Hey, football players playing cold.
They're supposed to.
Oh,
What do they call baseball? The Summer Classic, correct?
Well, that's the All-Star game.
Okay,
the
but
Midsummer Classic.
The Midsummer Classic. Okay, but still, baseball's a summer game, correct?
Yeah, it's most majority of the games
It's
are
a warm
in the spring and summer.
It's a warm weathered game, correct?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing playing in October and November? At the end of October and November. I don't mind them playing in the first 2 weeks of October. I don't. But when you get down into Halloween and they're still playing, there's something wrong.
Well, they're just trying to hang on that relevancy.
So I hope the World Series is in Detroit or Boston for the American League. Okay? And I want it to be on the East Coast for the National League. So whoever's on it's got to be Pittsburgh then. Oh, that's disgusting. But I want it to be cold. So they have to postpone games because of snow. And you're going to see how Bud Selig's going to get a wrath and a crap from me when it happens. Because it's his fault.
Well, they're not going to be playing in the snow compared to next year's Super Bowl.
They're going to have to postpone World Series games. I bet you for 2 or 3 days because of the snow. And
the snow doesn't usually come until December, so there's no way they're playing till December.
Well, they play in November.
Well, the snow doesn't come until December, so it's gonna be rain.
How are you
here
playing
and there.
baseball in November when Thanksgiving is coming? Are you kidding me?
Look, man, they're just trying to
They're trying to be like football and go all year round now. What the hell?
I mean, I don't
They
even
end
like
in November, right? They end in November. They got December and January off, 2 months off, because they report in February on Valentine's Day for camp.
spring training.
Right, for spring training. Okay, so the season just ended what? October 1st, right? So the
October, November.
Right.
Yeah, November
Right.
ish.
Right. So the teams that are not in the playoffs finish at the end of September. So they October, November, December, and January. They get 5 months off. The teams in the playoffs, if you make it all the way to the World Series, you get 2 months off. Or 3. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. You think that's fair?
Life's not fair, Jeff. As people say.
They should not be playing baseball in November. Their season has to end in October. So they have all of November, all of December, all of January, and a couple of weeks in February for vacation and rest.
Well, maybe there's a reason why maybe the first round is just the best of 5, and the next 2 games is the best of 7. So maybe they won't end up ending in
Well,
November.
if you get rid of the freaking wild card games that you just had, you won't have that problem. You can start the series right away instead of playing 3 wild card games. You kidding me?
Yeah,
One team played 2 wild card games. Tampa
yeah.
Bay Rays. They played freaking the Texas Rangers, then they had to play Cleveland just to get into the freaking playoffs. It's ridiculous.
And obviously it has affect Tampa Bay because they now behind, fatigue, you can say, and they behind in the series 2-1.
It's
Boston has
ridiculous,
had
man.
plenty of time to prepare for this series.
It's ridiculous. It annoys me to no end.
Oh, and Detroit just scored. It's now 5-4.
Yeah, well, I said that. I
Oh,
said it's
5-4.
I said it's 5-4 Detroit.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, 1 out now for Oakland in the top of the
Yeah,
8th.
7th inning just ended.
Dude,
I
where the
believe.
hell are you? I'm watching the game. It's the top of the 8th, bases loaded for Oakland.
I'm reading it on the MLB website.
Well, they're way behind. I'm watching it.
Yeah. Okay. I just say end 7th, and then I see it pointed out as at 8th. Okay.
Yeah, it's the top of the 8th, bases loaded, 0-2 count, 1 out. Detroit winning 5-4. And Scherzer's still in there.
Wow. I mean, that dude could very well win the Cy Young. He had a pretty good year.
Yeah, really good year,
And
didn't he?
And what I also don't like,
But Scherzer didn't start the game.
and what I don't like about baseball is that they wait until almost after the postseason is over for the regular season awards to be handed out. I mean, just the award should already be handed out by now. The regular season's over. You would think that the MVPs and the Cy Young awards would be handed out by now. You could definitely bet that Yasiv Puig gonna win Rookie of the Year.
I don't know. Does he have enough games?
He probably played 2/3 of the season, I believe.
Do you have
so
enough at bats for it?
he's good. He's probably got enough.
Scherzer just struck him out. Scherzer didn't start the game.
Mm-hmm.
He came in as a relief pitcher.
Speaking of games, Kershaw played in that Braves series twice.
Night. Yeah, he pitched last night in that game. And a lot of people were saying that wasn't the right move to make. Obviously, it was. They won, right? What a fun! I hate that. That wasn't the right move to make. Shut up! They won.
Well, that's just leading up to it because the guy already pitched, and you want to save your best pitchers for the next round. I mean, and it's against Atlanta. They're good, but they're not great. You got plenty of other pitchers that could have ended that series.
Well, Scherzer won't. I mean, not Scherzer, but Kershaw won't be able to start that series
Until game 2 or game 3.
Yeah, he'll probably be able to pitch in game 2, which means you know who's gonna start that series, right?
Greinke.
Correct. Foul ball.
Obviously.
Foul ball. Ooh, that was almost a double. Foul ball. Yeah, Greinke will probably start. Greinke will be number 1. Kershaw will be number 2, and then they'll just go from there. Because it's 7 games. Next series is 7 games.
With all that money that the Dodgers had and the payroll, there should be no excuse of them not winning at all.
Come on, I need Detroit to win this game. I got the Dodgers in Detroit in the World Series. I got the double D in the World Series. Dodgers and Detroit.
The Detroit Dodgers.
Yeah, I got the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers and Detroit.
Yeah, it would be nice for Detroit to win, given the city of Detroit and their issues.
Strike his ass out already, will you? Let's go, man. I need the Detroit to win this game. Push it to a game 5. Because last year Detroit knocked Oakland out. So Oakland wants to do it to Detroit.
Oh, they want the
year.
payback.
Yeah, they want the payback this year. And they did it Detroit knocked them out in Oakland. So Oakland wants to knock them out in Detroit. But I don't think it's going to happen because Scherzer just came in and struck out one guy, struck out the next guy. Now he's got 2 strikes on this guy. And that's the name of that tune right there. They're fighting for their lives, man. They're fighting for their stinking lives over there in Detroit. It's crazy.